9 extremely rich celebrity and famous people who live in very basic homes. Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson reached the pinnacle of the Twilight frenzy as one of the most well-known actors in the world, and the film series contributed to his $100 million net worth. But he bought a modest 2-bedroom, 2-bath house instead of blowing his income on a large mansion. His 1,940 square foot house has a kidney-shaped pool and is tucked away in the Hollywood Hills, according to Variety. In 2014, he paid $2.18 million for the house. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, known as the Oracle of Omaha, still resides in the same home in Nebraska that he bought for $31,500 back in 1958. The small celebrity house is 6,570 square feet in size, contains 5 bedrooms, and 2.5 bathrooms. It is estimated to be valued at $652,619 in total. According to reports, the mansion is only worth 0.001% of his overall fortune, even after taking inflation into consideration. According to reports, the seasoned investor is worth over $100 billion. Of course, Buffett leads a frugal lifestyle in addition to having a small property. Chuck Feeney. Despite being a millionaire, Chuck Feeney, co-founder of Duty Free Shoppers Group, has always lived modestly and likes to donate his money to charity rather than splurging on himself. According to the New York Times, he has donated $8 billion of his money to charitable organizations, leaving him with just roughly $2 million. Actually, Feeney doesn't own the house at all, instead, he rents an apartment in San Francisco. Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham, an actress, writer, producer, and director, does not reside in a mega mansion. According to TMZ, the Girls star bought a 2,500 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home off the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles in 2015. Even though she spent close to $2.7 million on the house, which isn't a little sum, it represents a small portion of her total net worth. Dunham has a cool $14 million in net worth. Tim Cook. Although Apple CEO Tim Cook is worth reportedly $1.2 billion and controls the country's most successful company, he resides in a house that is just a small portion of that amount. Cook bought a house in Palo Alto, California, for $1.9 million, which is modest, according to an extract from the book Inside Apple that was published by Fortune. Christina Ricci. With decades of dramatic experience, Christina Ricci has amassed a $18 million fortune. But in 2015, she invested in a Brooklyn, New York, 2-unit townhouse, which is very different from what you might anticipate for a celebrity property. According to reports, the 1901 house is 2,205 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and 3 bathrooms include a prison cell-sized study. Ricci paid slightly about $1.50 to $2 million for the house. Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood, a star of Lord of the Rings, has maintained his composure despite having a $20 million fortune. In reality, he exchanged his opulent estate in Santa Monica, California, for a charming Victorian house in Austin, Texas, in 2013. The 3,285 square foot house was still a reasonable choice, costing only $1 million, according to reports, while being far from a hobbit hole. Tony Hsieh. Tony Hsieh, the CEO of Zappos, was reportedly worth $850 million at the time of his demise. Yet prefers to reside in a caravan park that cost less than $1,000 per month. Jay stated that he actually likes living in a 240 square foot Airstream caravan. A 2017 podcast interview. On NPR's How I Built This, he stated, "I really adore it because there are so many weird, fantastic things that happen around the campfire at night. I consider it to be the largest living room in the world." Jack White. According to Curbed, musician Jack White, formerly of the White Stripes, paid an estimated $510,000 for a cool house designed by George Nelson in Kalamazoo, Michigan. But this isn't his only residence. White, who has a net worth of approx $50 million and resides in Nashville full-time, told The New Yorker he intends to use the Kalamazoo residence as a writing getaway.